This is a Don, Tony, and Kevin Castle Show Quick Fix on Radio Influence.
You remember about a year or so before Ultimate Warrior passed away, they did that very memorable WWE 2K15 or 2K16. I think it was 2K14 or 2K15. It was somebody in the chat room correct me on that. They did the commercial of Ultimate Warrior, that he was going to be in the video game, and that was the beginning of Ultimate Warrior returning to WWE, and they did 2K14. They did the merchandise. You remember that commercial with him with the video game Ultimate Warrior?
Okay. Yeah, of course I do.
Tonight felt eerily, or I shouldn't say eerily. I don't even know if that's a word. It was very reminiscent of the Ultimate Warrior's beginning of a new relationship with WWE. It felt the same way for me tonight. They aired a commercial of Goldberg, his infamous entrance where he's, walking with security people. This time it was to hype up him appearing in the upcoming WWE video game. So WWE and Goldberg have come to some type of a deal. But like I said, it reminds me very, very much of how Warrior initially came back to WWE. It was first with the video game, then they did the conferences, and then they did the hype, and that led to other things. Unfortunately, he had his untimely death. But your thoughts on the possibility of Goldberg maybe returning in more than just a video game capacity?
He's old.
I think he could still do it. Remember,
he's like 60, isn't he?
He's not 60.
The man's 97 years old.
He's not 60.
Man fought Joe Louis, Rocky Marciano. Someone in
the chat room, could you check Goldberg's age?
Man's 147 years old when he won the championship.
Listen, he's somebody saying 48 years old.
Come on. He's older than dirt. He's older than me and you. By the way, speaking of that Kevin Castle birthday Friday.
Oh, it is your birthday?
Yeah, on Friday.
Oh, really? Really?
Yeah, June 3rd.
Happy birthday, my friend.
Thank you.
How old are you going to be?
Tony.
Wait.
60.
50?
63.
You're not going to be 50.
46.
46?
No, I'm older than that. 47.
47. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Anyway, not to get off the birthday.
That's not till Friday.
Oh, well, some people are saying some people are saying 48, some people are saying 49, and some people also bringing up the fact that Triple H is 47. So,
yeah, but Triple H has been active, guys. Goldberg's been off, doing what he does. He's not even been around wrestling.
Well, Triple H hasn't had that many matches. I mean, I look at it like this. Goldberg, in some recent interviews, is very similar to Shane McMahon. What has Goldberg said? My kids, or his kid wants to see him, never seen him wrestle live. And I think Goldberg may want to have one last shot so he could perform in front of his own family. I would welcome it. I would have no problem with it. I think this is the right way for him to come in, because the focal point doesn't have to be on him. He could do a little thing here and there, and he could be a surprise in the Royal Rumble.
The Don, Tony, and Kevin Castle Show can be found on iTunes, Stitcher, and RadioInfluence.com.